Without further ado, I am extremely pleased and excited to welcome our first speaker for the morning, Mrs. Surbhi Purthi Khanna. Mrs. Khanna is a budding writer and an international trainer for functional English. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. The saying fits quite aptly for her who knows how to make the most out of everything. So let's have a sneak peek into this moment, the experience that laid the foundation of where she stands today. For this, may I invite Mrs. Surbhi Khanna, the happy-go-lucky sunshine.
Thank you so much. Imagine yourself as a team in a big garment manufacturing unit in front of those huge racks with countless dazzling dresses hanging on them. You are told to pick as many dresses as you want. And you do. Pick one from here, one from there, here, there, everywhere. Oh, you are so proud of your selections. The dresses look awesome. They're all so pretty. You're struggling to hold them together. But moments later, you want to cry, howl, and scream. Because most of them, especially the one that she liked the most, are taken by her cousins. That was me, a 14-year-old Surbhi who weighed 70 kgs in the garment factory of her uncle. It was my birthday, a fairy tale moment when I was told to pick as many dresses as I wished. But on that day, my cousins who came to attend my birthday party took most of them. I hated myself that day. Not because that I was fat or obese, but because I didn't fit into those dresses. I have had numerous such experiences when I ended up crying in secret. But I always convinced myself with this one reason that I had inherited the genes from my parents. All said and done, my granny was very kind enough. She just considered me healthy. She didn't like anyone use the word moti for me. Yes, moti. That was me. Round face, rounder body, and a subdued personality. Oh my God. You won't imagine that I lived that. I lived that each and every single day. Often there are some very common, ordinary instances in life that change the perspective towards life. I'm sure you will agree with this. Meeting the aristocratic cousins of mine was a momentous day in my life. As they sat sipping Coca-Cola in perfect grace, they talked about their oh so perfect life in the US, in the overcrowded drawing room of our typical joint class family. We all listened to them, totally in awe, literally with our mouth wide open. I was made aware about the kids of my parents' cousin who were born and brought up in the city of New York. The way they sat, ate, and spoke left me dreaming about them for weeks. After the visit, I started spending a lot of time in front of the mirror, staring at myself. I questioned, examined, kind of scanned myself from top to bottom. There was no dearth of anything in our house, but I felt poor. I felt deprived and inferior. Did they just look good because of their crisp clothes? I had answers to all such questions that popped up in my mind. But I wanted to feel confident. something in me that was telling me to get rid of my own inhibitions. And most importantly, I wanted to feel comfortable in my own skin. After the visit, again, what I did, I used to open up newspapers and started reading them aloud. I wanted to sound like those elite cousins of my age. Sometimes, what I did, I used to ape the news readers or the cricket commentators. Yes, I did that. Copying Navjot Singh Sidhu and Sunil Gavaskar used to be my favorite. People at my place called me silly and crazy. I used to open up a dictionary and I used to start reading the words, trying to learn them. No, I was not aspiring to speak good English. There was something more that I was aspiring for. Yes, it was difficult, very tough. On occasions, when I really wanted to push myself up, there was a loud sound, loud voice that told me, no, Surbi, you're not good enough. And when I pushed myself, my classmates at school or my playmates back home, they made fun of me. My build, or probably everything about me. I couldn't convince them on any point. Perhaps, but still I feel that they were kind. They never mocked me straight on my face. I still remember those secretly chuckling faces. When I entered college, I was at the peak of my well-upholstered frame. Now, even my granny started telling me that you must lose weight, otherwise we'll have a tough time finding a good match for you. Imagine putting the garland on a fat groom, struggling to reach him due to his protruding belly. I still remember how she enacted the whole scene. Maybe she was trying to be just funny, or probably she was trying to scare me. It was a girls' college. I don't know what happened to me. I had a strong urge to change the narrative that was given to me. I realized that the challenge was more so internal than external. We all need a trigger in life, and I think I found mine there. I wanted to change the description of my story. So, I decided to participate in the freshers competition, the title that is usually there in colleges. And that too because my mother wished so. She wanted me to face triumphs and failures on an everyday basis and stop body shaming myself. On that day, I was crowned as the first runners-up. A section of media, the crowd, hooted against me. Fairly so, it was unusual for a girl of my build to be crowned. But the judges mentioned that they typically liked me and were impressed by the way I answered in the question and answer round and the way I carried myself on the stage. One of the judges, while placing the sash, told me that Surbi, you must aspire to improve yourself every day. I sort of hooked myself to those words. And those words, believe me, worked like magic for me. I passed out from the college with many accolades and distinctions. Accept as true, I was now 49 kgs. What a passionate, truly passionate journey that was. Seriously. All through these years, I have worked for many prestigious educational institutes, sometimes as a center head, a principal, or a trainer. Whenever in doubt, I just reminded myself of this line: aspire to improve yourself every single day. Functional English, communication skills, and personality development are my subjects. Thanks to the digital revolution, I have trainees throughout the world. Just a passing mention, I'm not boasting, but all those popular May Queen and Monsoon Queen titles that we have, I have won them on every occasion I participated. Who am I? Probably we all ask this question to ourselves, don't we? Let's put it this way. Who am I today? How am I better than my own self as compared to yesterday? I have a question for the audience. Do you also quieten your urge to challenge yourself? Isn't my story somewhere yours too? To be able to sit through the Coca-Cola in perfect grace might have motivated me to work on my body language. That shy, timid, intimidated Surbi now likes to stand on this side of the stage with a mic in her hand and a roar in her heart. Yes. Life has its own way of sprinkling glitter, isn't it? Life has its own way of sprinkling glitter. Are we realizing the magic? Are we discovering the magic? And as I say this, at this very moment, are you realizing your trigger? We are going to make wonderful memories here, as Mr. Lokesh just said. Have a great day, everyone.